We bought this house a couple years ago, and since we moved in, we've been having these perpetual water leaks. And what we ended up realizing was that the house failed to have any insulation or wrap around it that would, ordinarily be seen under the siding.
Sultanzade hired roofing and door contractors to fix the leaks in her home. After unsuccessful attempts to solve the problem, one contractor decided to check under the home's siding.
We basically had to take all of our siding off and get the R3, which is the insulation, put on, get the wrap on, and then put all the siding on. Since then, we, so far, knock on wood, have not had any water leaks.
Siding generally protects your home from the outside elements, but it's not weatherproof. Moisture that penetrates the siding at its seams can result in wood rot and mold growth. Weather-resistive barriers guard against these issues.
The weather barrier is a membrane that goes directly behind the siding to keep water out. It prevents any water that does get behind the siding during inclement weather. It prevents that from getting into the wall cavity and just creates a nice waterproof plane for water to go on out the bottom.
In addition to keeping water from getting into the house, weather barriers also resist air penetration when used in conjunction with other sealing practices. They allow moisture vapor to move through the building enclosure depending upon the permeability rating of the product.
If you were to put the wrong kind of material on, what you're doing is you're actually stopping the permeability of the water and the moisture getting to the outside of the house. What would happen if there's moisture within your house? It's called a perm rating, P like in Peter, E-R-M. The perm rating allows moisture to escape from inside the house to the outside of where it belongs. So what happens is if you have a sheetrock or plaster home, believe it or not, the moisture actually goes right through the plaster or sheetrock, goes through the house, through the sheathing, through the plywood or tongue and groove, whatever you have, goes through the outside and gets expelled away from the house. What happens is if you use the wrong kind of insulation or house wrap, the moisture hits that, bounces back into the wall, and remains in the wall. Now what happens there, if you have insulation, the insulation gets completely soaked, has no insulation value, and now that being wet like a sponge, if you can imagine, would actually rot all the beams around it.
While laws requiring the use of weather barriers vary by region, the NAHB says that their use is a practical idea in virtually all cases. Furthermore, many siding manufacturers require them to be used when installing their product. Be sure to ask about this when getting quotes. If you're looking to have the siding replaced or installed on your home, follow this hiring advice. Check Angie's List and read reports. Make sure the contractor is licensed and insured. Ask to see a siding project completed by the company. Visit an in-progress siding project and make sure the contractor you're looking to hire uses a house wrap. Get at least 3 quotes before choosing who to hire.